Yes, we invite you into the room. Today we are talking about how to identify your emotions. So make sure you have your pen and your journal or your phone for you to take notes, whatever it is. But let's get into it. Number one, I want you to pause and tune into your body. But what I mean by tuning into your body, any physical sensations that might come up, I want you to take note. And what I mean by the physical sensations, I mean butterflies, knots in your stomach, your throat closing up, your hands being sweaty, you feeling shaky, whatever those physical sensations may be, take mental note of it because that is going to help you identify the emotion. Number two, exactly what I just said, identify the emotion. And I know sometimes it's hard to put into words how we are feeling. So my suggestion would be to get an emotional wheel. Okay? You can order one offline or you can download one onto your phone so that you can have handy. So when something comes up, you're able to name it. Naming the emotion is going to be just as important as paying attention to your physical clues and also you taking a moment to pause. The next thing that I want you to do is identify the trigger. Now, the word trigger sometimes come with a bad rep because when people hear the word trigger, they ultimately think something bad. Now, this can come with good emotions or bad, right? So we're going to figure out what triggered the emotions that you feel. Do you feel safe in somebody's presence? Right? What triggered that? Do you feel manipulated by a specific situation? What triggered that? It's going to be important for you to identify the trigger. Your trigger is going to be your message board. Your trigger is going to tell you what you still have to work on. Your trigger is going to tell you some things that you may have thought that you buried is not quite buried yet because in present day, you may be responding to a past circumstance. And then lastly, what I want for you to do is identify what that emotion needs. Because anytime we deal with emotions, there is some form of expectation that has caused this emotional flare up. So what is it that you need, that emotion needs, that is not being addressed? Okay? Or if it is a good emotion, right, that is being addressed, but what is it that you need to do to make sure that you accept it? I'll end with this. A lot of times when we deal with negative and positive emotions, the positive emotions usually fall by the wayside. You okay, mama? The positive emotions usually fall by the wayside because we're so used to the negative ones that we don't take the time to acknowledge and appreciate them. We only acknowledge them for the sake of saying that it's too good to be true or to self-sabotage. So make sure when you have emotions, the invited and the uninvited emotions, that you're paying attention to them. I'm going to tell you the rules again on how to identify them. 1, you want to pause and tune into your body. 2, you want to name the emotion. 3, you want to identify the trigger. And 4, you want to identify the need. Make sure you like, share, follow. And if you're watching on any other platform other than YouTube, make sure you subscribe, tongue-tied, to my YouTube channel.